want everyone
Coming up on How We
at
Live.
home to know that this wasn't easy.
Let's get straight into the groove of things, guys.
But Wamshama, Lynn.
200,000.
Yeah, Kim had come to the show right now.
So
Guys, we can't be drinking 6 times.
because you can be pretty, but like your sets are boring, and then what?
I was driven by people's spirits. Like,
Okay, no, we can't do that.
A very narrow-minded way to think. Or like,
and I'm not mad.
oh, but everything else is saying, Feba!
Bag is 25K, but you can tell me now it's 35K, honey.
It's 35K. I need the 10,000 for Uber. Hello, everyone. We're back with episode 6 of How We Live podcast. Boo, 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 boo.
Yes, sir, ski.
And you know I'm not here all alone. I go by the name of Unati, and I'm here with...
Killer Mo.
Why did you just
I don't know why I
whisper
said
that?
it like that. I wanted to sound cool. Because you were giving a cool intro.
I don't know why he whispered, but Killer Mo.
Yes.
Killer Mo.
Hello.
How are you?
Are you good, my friend?
I'm good.
The blonde
I'm
is
good.
back, I see.
It's giving Marilyn.
I wanted to say that earlier, and then you said drag queen, and I was thinking Marilyn. And I was like,
No, that was a chat. Now you're gonna tell everyone I look like a drag. Do I look like a drag queen?
Yo, that's what you said. Yo.
But today
Friend,
we
that's
are.
insulting.
Yo,
Tell him, you look beautiful.
You look very
thank
beautiful.
you,
guys, every if you watch the show, every episode I tell Lunati how beautiful she looks.
Sorry,
So
us blondes need to unite together. Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
But we have 2 very special guests with us today. And Killa, could you introduce our first guest?
Yes, sir. Our first guest is a multi-talented South African performer hailing from KZN and Durban. Renowned as a dancer, singer, radio host, DJ, producer, media personality. Yes, sir. So many things. Tandega Nompumelelo Mkwanaze, professionally known as TDK Macassette, began her career early hosting a youth radio show on Ukozi FM. Whilst being an avid dancer, she pursued that passion, leading to even dancing for renowned artists in South Africa, growing her portfolio as an entertainer. In her growth, she studied communication management BTech at Durban University of Technology, which ushered the birth of her company, Tedizion Communication Management, where she rendered services to A-list artists such as DJ Maporisa, further catapulting her as a household name, leading to her signing to Universal Music. We're going to talk about that. In February of 2018, where she released her debut single, Domorosa, dubbing herself the Kompawi. We're going to talk about that too. Since then, she's dropped several tracks, including the viral Woke Para single, toured Europe and Africa, whilst remaining as a committed entrepreneur. In 2025 March, she re-emerged as an independent artist and DJ with her Gqom Amapiano fusion single Sorry Make, distributed globally by Empire. TDK Macassette is celebrated for her energetic performances, genre blending sound, and strong presence both on and off stage, making her a standout figure in contemporary South African entertainment and music. Ladies and gentlemen, TDK Macassette is officially in the building.
Shy intro kodwa.
What an intro.
Bengazi ukuthi ngithe ngaka.
Yeah,
Yo.
right.
Inashaya ngisi. Yo.
Yazi, every time.
Anashaya. Magama mangaka.
Phela fanele sibazise abantu ukuthi kuse
And I'm actually
uspanile.
trying to read. I'm like, yo, bro, did you come up with all of that?
This is a combination of research and also me here and there, but yeah.
Ajama ngithatha kancane uyashaya ngisi.
Ngiyabonga.
Uyashaya isingisi. And now when it comes to my turn to introduce, the English is just...
Musanu kudlala
English
ngwanami.
just, you know?
Musanu kudlala ngathi.
But we are here with... Here's my intro.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Bon Shama Vei, Shama, as he is popularly known, is a premium lifestyle consultant servicing establishments and brands alike to render his unique take on hospitality, eventing, and entertainment. He's the founder of CIS Media House, a marketing agency trading within the African continent, serving clients such as Jägermeister, Tempo Luxury, Rocket, Taboo Group South Africa, and Live Santon, just to name a few. His ability to deliver exactly what his clients retain for him is credited over a decade of ground experience operating, overseeing events and nightlife establishments, where he has honored his skills whilst learning the inner workings and branding's marketing, sponsorships, consumer patterns, and consumer psychology, making him a rare commodity. He's not like the rare.
Not the normal one. He's not the normal one. He's not the normal one.
Not like the rares.
Yo.
Making him a rare commodity in the space. He would later dominate as a consultant.
Yo.
He is one of the founding partners of the popular experiential events such as Bad Neighbors that went viral in Johannesburg for their ability to give consumers a truly immersive experience while it's still maintaining a premium look and feel. How we live, let's welcome Shama
You guys are good. I'm even sitting here like I need to have that on my CV or something. My resume. That was fantastic.
Son palela my CV. We'll
Please.
send you invoices. We'll write your CVs.
Okay, I don't know what the invoice, but send the CV.
How you guys doing? How you guys living?
We
Are you guys
good.
good?
We
Fantastic, man.
good.
How's life? What are you guys up to lately? Before we get into the fun things on the show.
Me, it's just work, honestly speaking.
Really?
Work. And
You were flying. So she was supposed to be with us last week.
Yes.
And then
Work.
she said the schedule is,
it's hectic.
you understand?
But
Left,
that's
right, and
good. The
center.
girl should be busy. The girl should be
Yeah, booked
working.
and busy is what we live for, right?
That's what you see. She's setting a good example.
Good, yes,
Yeah,
Prince.
then you guys gonna say, oh, we don't like broke girls. Yes.
Yeah, siyasebenza and siyazama shame.
Mina, I love a working girl. I love girl power.
Nisho njalo ngiqamba amanga.
Ayikho leyo nto.
Ususho la uphambi
Ayikho.
kwekamera
Yazi
ngiqamba
mina,
amanga.
if there's someone who's pro girl power kule show, imina.
more
Mungabuka
than
wonke
me.
ama-episode.
I don't think so.
Imina.
Kilimo is pro girl, hey?
Really?
Aibo.
Yeah, no, you pro girl.
I'm a pro girl.
Like I see you with like
And then what
your
happens? Are
host
they
and your
submissive?
whole-
I mean, at some point you have to be as the woman.
Ngimazi what about sisikhathele sibhizi sikutshela nje I can't make it today. Bona kahle ukuthi lo msebenzi wakho awukwazi ungibona.
Aye. I'm
Phela
coming
ngicela-
to where you
ngicela
are. It's
senibe-
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll drive to you. It's fine.
Okay.
It's a foot massage, the whole design.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
Kanti romantic nje yami.
Ask my
Hey.
girlfriend.
Akuthatha
Baby,
kancane.
so what's about you?
Hayi awumancane kuphela.
Let's get straight into the groove of things, guys. So I don't know if you guys have watched the show before. Just lie to me and say you have. If you haven't,
Yeah, just lie. Just lie.
Just lie.
I don't have to lie.
But we always have a game beginning of our show. First things first, right? So we already have a list of what we are going to ask you each. And within 2 seconds, you have to say the first thing that comes to mind. Kilamo. I mean, Kilamo is pouring so much because we're sponsored by that 1800.
Yes, sir.
That
Yeah.
can finish.
I'm
know
not
what
gonna
we
lie,
sipping.
1800 is really good.
Yo,
That stuff's
It's that
really good.
Cristalino. It's very nice.
we've been drinking before the show, and
It's
it's
very
like
smooth.
Super smooth.
right now I need that pop. Okay, so I'm gonna start with TDK first.
Okay. It's easy. Just say the first thing that comes
First
to your mind.
thing,
She's gonna say a word, no statement, or a question. Whatever you
whatever
think
it
of,
is,
say
the
it.
first thing that comes to mind. Oh, and if you need to remember, if you don't answer within the 2 seconds, that's one shot.
Is it a
one
1,
shot.
2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like 1, 2.
I was it 1.
No. 1, 2.
Okay.
Okay, I see.
Okay. And
Go.
Domoroza or Wokepara.
Okay, par.
Durban is
Hot.
a good DJ should.
Dance.
My biggest regret is.
Wait, she said
Wait.
No way.
But it's 2 seconds.
Yes.
No, you're gonna
We're gonna
drink it
count them
at the
all
end.
at the end.
I respect the enthusiasm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
she
love it. She said it.
She said, yo.
She just-
1, 2.
Okay, let me finish. We are Jolana.
Ha.
A studio session should have
Weed.
tequila or champagne.
Tequila.
I'm happiest when
I have money.
DJ Mapurisa or Okay Malum Cool Cat.
Pori.
Om or Amapiano.
Ah.
So that's two shots.
That's 2 shots.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just add it up.
Yeah, they can
Yes.
add up. There's guests who've had like 6. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys actually had it easy.
Do I have to
Also-
drink now?
No.
No, after Shama.
We're
Let's do
all
Shama.
gonna drink. I'm gonna have a complimentary shot with you.
Yeah. Shama,
Yeah.
you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. A good host should
Know how to bring people.
ass or titties.
Ass.
I'm happiest when
I have money.
a promoter's worst nightmare is
Hungry guests.
uyajola.
Yes.
Tequila or cognac.
Cognac.
My biggest inspiration is
My.
that's a shot.
Oh. What?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
that
a
was 2
shot.
seconds.
But I was answering mine. I was saying mine and then you interrupted me.
So one word Jayam.
Okay.
This one should be easy because you're a fan. It bothers me when the gods get it acting like.
The broads.
Shout out. My favorite owner I've ever worked with is.
Yeah.
Ooh, give me a shot. Give me a shot. Ooh.
You can't answer
I don't say
that.
that. That's crazy. I love all of them. Yo.
You can't answer
Okay,
that.
last one. Would you rather have a pop event with lots of sponsorship or a banger event with zero sponsorship?
Banger events.
Okay. Shout out. Benny said the same thing. So you guys think alike.
You event guys are on the same path.
Yeah,
on
you
that
guys
thing.
think the same.
Yeah. I mean, if you take the sponsorship, you're not here for the passion of the events.
Yeah.
And like, if you don't do things with passion, it's boring.
But you don't
can
think
see
the
it.
sponsorship is what de-risks your event?
De-risk, I agree, but sometimes
Because
risk
for a lot of
is
people that
exciting.
don't know.
Risk is exciting.
Okay.
Think about it like you're a DJ,
Yeah.
right? You could have gone corporate. You're a DJ as well. You could have chosen safety. Do you know what I mean? But you chose risk. What did they say? High risk, high
Reward.
Washa.
Ah.
Ow.
Father Shama.
Pastor Shama.
Wow, guys, we have discipline here. Make me a pastor. Oh.
You are a pastor.
I'm glad you actually spoke on that, Shama, because I think this leads into my question for TDK. You've been a creative, you're a singer, you're a DJ, you dance, you produce, you run businesses. Like, I wanted to understand where it started. Like, at which point did you say, as in, entertainment is where I'm going? Fuck my degree, fuck my business, this is what I'm doing.
Actually, I've always been in the entertainment industry. I mean, since first year of varsity. Actually, since matric.
Didn't you host a show at like 16 or something?
Yeah, I don't know, but that's broadcast.
Okay.
When I talk about entertainment, I'm talking about like in-house where, events and stuff like that. I used to work with Afrotainment for the longest of time. And that's where I grew my love of being in the entertainment industry. And then the consulting part came when now people, especially from outside of South Africa, and a few clients within the corporates would, call me. We're having an event, we're hosting an event, because I used to do a lot of corporate events, especially government events and so forth. And then I used to, my mind.
Yeah.
And then I used to obviously book these people, and then I became so close to people like your Shimzes, Poris, obviously the whole of Afrotainment. And then I used to always like booking Pori because I used to like, the fact that Pori can play, what is this, like Afro, was it?
Yeah.
That whole Nigerian kind of vibe and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And then Pori, used to ask me about how's Gqom, because he wanted to, fuse into Gqom, and I'm like, oh, it's dope, He's like, oh, who are the in people? And I tell him and stuff like that. And there's a time when he's like, yo, I just made a beat, what do you think? Because we were quite, close on WhatsApp and stuff like that. So he would send me a beat. I'm like, shit, this is dope, And then there's other time when we were doing a music video for this Congolese artist.
Hey.
He then said, oh, you must come to studio. I want you to hear, a few beats I've done, because I was in Joburg. Angazi la ngaqala khona ubhema insango.
Ala.
Angibhemisa
Kini,
insango,
yazi,
uphori.
Laphuma-ke iqiniso.
Ayibuku lento, thank God. And then I'm in studio ngikhumbula kahle, there was a few other artists there. And then after the weed, I was just vibing, and then
Mnandi.
just gimmicking. Ngishama gimmick. What? Mike, ngathi nje amankazi ngiqulu. I'll direct you. I'll direct you, Just say what you just said right now. And then you show, no, do it this way, do it that way. And then, guys, everything else was just, history, because that's how Nilo came along. He was there. I remember I recorded that thing at 4:00. So to sum it up, like, Pori was the guy that actually just introduced me in the music industry, like singing part of the entertainment industry. So shout out to him.
Shout out to Pori,
Shout
man.
out to Pori, man.
Shout out to Pori.
Shout
No,
out
he's
to
a dope
Pori.
guy, Shame.
You know what's crazy? Like, the first interaction I ever had with you musically, I think you had just signed to Universal. And I was also working on there because I had some clients. And then Morgan called me. I don't know if you remember Morgan. She used to do bookings at Universal.
Yes.
So she called me. She's like,
cool kids.
I got this new girl. She's the Gqom Barbie. I love her. I need you to help us bookings. Da 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 da. Now at the time, like, I wasn't really tapped in, and obviously, I feel like Mr. Big Man A&R. I'm like, hey man, who's this man? Hey man, Like, and then I heard the music, and then I saw a video of her performing. I'm like,
That's the one.
before you carry on with Shama, the shots. Please.
Yes.
Yes. You know, that's what I was saying. I was just about to say, we were so locked into her telling us what she was telling us.
I was even about to tell another story about her. So, you were there as well.
Let's go.
I think it's like 2017, so this is crazy that we're here.
You drink like
Two.
I didn't get, well,
how many did you get?
Two.
oh,
Yeah, two.
My brother, you see when it comes to this game, I'm switched on.
Take a swig.
No, I think Senja.
Okay, I'll take one.
I want everyone to know I'm not complaining.
Unati is usually our toast master on the show.
I have a toast. Wait.
Yeah, I
guys.
told you your book of toast. So we have two books. We have a book of toast, and then we have a book of wise men quotes or wise women quotes. So today, if you say something like iconic, you make it there.
The pressure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So far on that quotes is DJ Snipes, Ricardo da Costa, and who else do we have? Fanele. So yeah, good luck.
I don't even know.
Good luck.
I just know my toast of fire. Listen, life is a waste of time. Time is a waste of life. So why not get wasted all the time and have the time of our lives?
Yes, sir. Cheers. Are we taking both or one?
Both.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not engaging in such treacherous behaviors. Okay.
Also, that both of mine was so aggressive.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Both.
Got a boo guys.
I want everyone at home to know that this wasn't easy.
It was never easy. But Shama, let's get back into it.
Mm-hmm.
You are the multi-talented.
The multi-talented.
And it's we see it because we're in the club, right? And people may think you're just this person that's coming to give us all tequila shots because you always want to murder us with shots. But you actually a multi-talented person behind the scenes.
Yes.
What actually got you into saying, I want to give the people what they deserve? A good time.
So I'll tell you guys something interesting. When I was in varsity, as a young man, first day, I think I was 18 because I finished early.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, smart people over here.
You know what I mean? High IQ. We ain't trying to brag here. Anyway,
sorry.
No, they started you in preschool early.
Hey, well, don't kill what my dad told me. Don't kill what my dad told me. So I got to campus, and this is me blasting my sister. I get to campus. I phone her because I'm like, yo, first day of school, I don't know anyone here. Like, let's link. She says, listen, you know how to talk to people? You'll make a plan. Leave me and my friends. And I remember I was literally gunman. And I thought to myself, I said, bro.
Was she older?
Yeah. No, we're the same age, but she finished at the right.
Oh, so
no, we're the same age, sorry. She's a year older than me, but we 1 grade apart.
Oh, okay. Your parents planned that one out.
And then when I went to preschool, I jumped up.
Huh.
So then we matched.
Big brain. Wait, how do you jump up in preschool? Like, you finished.
What did you do? You just
yeah,
slept
you finished.
too hard. No, he's playing.
I think I skipped grade 0. What? RR.
R.
So I went from RRR to R.
You used to color faster than the other kids.
100%.
100%.
I could sing Baba Black Sheep way quicker. I knew all the lyrics.
You slept better than all the other kids.
Best nap ever. So anyways, where was I?
Varsity. Wait,
Varsity. She left me hanging.
yeah.
And I said, okay, no problem. I have 2 choices. Be a loser or find some friends. And I remember I've said I'm going to walk to campus. I bumped into a guy from high school. We said, yo, let's just meet some people. And we were going around stopping people. Hey. And that's where we got our first confidence to go and talk to people. And from talking to people like that, people would come from different campuses to chill with us at UJ. We'd have like this big ass crew, just baddies, just like we'd bring liquor into campus, drinking, chilled vibes like on a Friday. If you feel like they banned liquor at UJ, you must know that it's us. Our year, we came in, we shut it down, you get me?
That was also 20 years ago.
Okay, wow. 20 years ago, we shut it down. We shut it down. But since then, right, you can't drink on UJ. But from there, like, you know, God bless me. He sent some people my way, you know, Kevlala, he sent laryngitis, some of the industry people. Randomly, they came to campus.
Okay.
Larry was like, how do you pull so many people here? You should try this in the club. I was like, yo, I don't know if it'll work, but let's give it a shot. And we started there, and all those campus people, because back in the days, all these young people have access. We didn't have access.
Yeah.
So I was the access point. So I was bringing in gang people. And that's where it started, bro. And it went from that to me doing my own events with Chris at Zone 6 and then Cocoon and all the way to here. It's a long story, but I don't have time.
I mean,
we got enough time.
we got time, but I see where you're
Bro.
coming from.
But it was basically coming from campus days, chilling on campus, pulling people, telling them, yo, man, come chill with me. You know, you look like you could do with some friends.
It's so crazy because you guys are you're both in entertainment. One is in front of the stage, one is behind the stage. But your stories are so similar in the sense that it started with a spark and someone saying, hey man, you good at this.
Yeah.
And you guys have built brands out of that now.
Yeah, bro. I don't even think anyone makes it on their own. I think making it on your own is a very narrow-minded way to think. It's hard for people to make it on their own. I don't know if you guys know anyone who just gunman from start to finish, maybe.
I mean, if Mhlampegini, there's coins and what, it's very easy.
No, but even
No,
with the
still, you
people that
still
have
need
the
to-
money at
Hey,
home,
bro.
they probably haven't made it as a person that has connections, the right
Bro.
people.
Yeah,
to
because
speak to.
you can't buy that.
Yeah.
But also, money at home is assistance, don't?
Yeah.
It's someone helping you.
Yeah.
I'm
it
saying you
actually
coming
is.
from zero, you saying, okay, I'm going to work alone. I'm going to take everything. I'm going to do everything. It doesn't exist.
No.
Yeah.
We live in a world of community, bro.
That's dope. You guys both have brands that you've built, obviously.
My guys, ngathi ngidinga amanzi iyashaya le tequila
No, I'd say in the
It's
tequila.
like 1800.
It's now 1800.
High boy 1.8.
You understand? 1.8.
yeah, sure.
So yeah, you guys have both built brands over the years, and you've both had to rebrand and re-merge as different people. TDK, how was that journey from? You obviously had your career, you were the Kompavi, you were, touring this as an artist. And then obviously COVID happens, the world happens, and then now you re-emerge, you're DJing, you're producing. How's that? How did that happen and how's it going?
So how it happened was obviously during COVID, trying to find my feet again. Rome was, in its own little world. Piano was kicking in. I met up with people like Amaroto and Dada, who's Archie. He then, saw that I obviously had talents with my music and the performance side, but now because it's a new era, how do I tap in? So he gave me an idea of, why don't you actually DJ, I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, just DJ. Well, I knew how to DJ a bit because I'm Kahanga back in the days.
Yeah.
And then obviously it was just a matter of polishing it up. So we met up with Lou the DJ. I don't know if you guys know Lou the
Oh, we
DJ.
know
We love him.
Badass,
He's
bro.
dope,
love him.
right? He's
Yo,
dope.
So guys, whatever you see,
We've had him here at Live a couple of times.
Yeah,
He
we
is
love
dope.
him.
He's
so whatever you
dope.
seeing, how I'm playing, I'm not gonna say I don't practice and I've never
Yeah.
been practicing, but the technique, shame I must say, Lou the DJ really helped me with my technique. So he hooked me up with Lou the DJ, and then guys, after that, because I love music, I love music. It just became easy for me to just DJ,
Okay.
Now it's just a matter of obviously outshining this thing, and obviously I've got a little session fear. Sometimes when you DJ, you can't really overdo it because now they're gonna think,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it's just a matter of obviously, like I said, like we spoke about meeting the right people,
Yeah.
giving people giving you ideas, and everything else was just history. So shout out to Dada, does the things.
Shout
Shout out to Lou, the DJ.
Shout out.
Yeah.
And then Shama, you
Can
same.
I ask you?
Put your hand up like
It's
I started to ask
He's
you
so
like,
respectful.
if
I love him.
You remember the time we had TDK for the first time at Taboo? I think you were there.
100%.
It was so crazy.
I don't think she was
Performing.
me then.
You were
'cause
I
I was.
won't
think I got the
remember.
videos. I think it was like 2016.
Yeah.
I won't
I'm pretty
remember.
sure if I go on my Facebook, we can find her.
There's a
Bro.
time though when I performed, right? Hey, at this club, I don't know what club it was. I was performing. AK was there. He was like, yeah. And I'm like, shit, okay, I'm going with it. I'm lit, you know.
Shout out Super Bang.
So that was. I'm sure
There
that
was
was.
a time.
Up
It
here.
was-
It probably was taboo.
Yeah.
Yo, he was
It
hyping
probably
me
was
up.
taboo.
I was like,
Actually, we must
and
find
I was
the
in the
thing after
middle,
the show.
in the
Yeah.
middle of the club. It was
Yes, and the stage was elevated.
like a dog. Yeah,
That's what I'm
Shout
trying to tell
out
you,
to
bro. It was
him.
crazy.
He was
bro.
hyping me up like because I never had dancers. I mean, there's only like
Yeah.
that small stage. Yo, I enjoy. I
Like,
remember I
she had
actually
like a mohawk or
did I not fly. I think I flew also. Like I jumped. That's how crazy my performance is.
What?
I flew.
Superman.
And I was like, shoo. Yeah, it was late. I got the match. I cramping. I can't.
that was
guys.
definitely taboo.
It was
You
100%.
think so?
I
Yes.
think we'll find it and we'll put it
Yo.
here.
Yeah, bro.
Don't do that. Don't remind me of my
No, for
crazy
real,
times.
GFKM for
real.
real.
Please
Like,
don't do that.
That's literally what I was talking about. That very night.
That's the
that
story you
was
wanted to tell.
crazy. Yeah, bro.
Now she's been at it. That's what I'm saying. Like the rebrand was crazy, and even you, dog. Like I think pre-COVID you were still heavy on the ground promoter grind, like in the club, whatever. Post-COVID, you came to the dark side, the side of agencies and servicing brands and yeah, guys, we live a hard life.
Yo.
How was that? Because for me personally, I know how it was for me. I just want to know how that transition was from.
I think it was amazing. I think that, like, you know, a lot of promoters, they don't want to elevate because the club industry requires a lot of guys to come in constantly. So when you get to the pinnacle, you have to find a way to push up. And a lot of guys want to run away from agency, but that's the real next level.
yeah.
And it changed my life, bro. I realized that when it's bigger than you, it's always like you get more motivation. And that's what it did. It made me see that, like, this thing is not just about me.
Yeah.
Because before it was about me. Shama, put my face on a flyer in the front, you understand? I need to be there. But then I realized, like, there's a bigger role to play. And when I play that bigger role, the universe blessed me with more, for real.
I mean, I think the responsibility of agency is also crazy because I don't think people realize, like, being a guy between the age of 35 and 28 and you're overseeing huge budgets. Like, a brand is coming to you and saying, does this make sense? And you, like, that's a lot of responsibility to hold. And for me personally, that was where that transition scared me.
Yeah.
Because, like, and how did you deal with that? Like, knowing that, like, these are people's lives.
I think that's what saved me, was like realizing that these are people's lives that you're playing with. You know, like when you're playing with yourself, you can make all the quick adjustments. You can leave one venue, go to the next. You can decide not to show up. You can do all these things. But when it's other people's money, I feel like there's a burden that falls on your heart. You know what I mean? You feel like, I can't do that to him. And that kind of stops you from, like, falling off or, like, trying to not complete the task and things like that. Yeah, man. I think if the bigger purpose is the real goal.
I think she can speak on that also because obviously communications and servicing artists is the same thing. Are you still doing that actively, actually, firstly, before I ask this question?
No, not as much as I used to.
Really?
Yeah.
What is there a reason why you left it? You got tired of divas?
No, I was quite bigger in Durban.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously this side, I don't really have as much clients as I used to have in Durban. Obviously there will be one now and then. Like I said, I was a lot in corporate.
Yeah.
More than just artists. So with here, no, it's not as busy or I'm not as frequent as I was when I was in Durban.
So you've been making money, eh?
Can I ask?
Guys, please, SARS,
Can I ask?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I personally have never seen you perform,
Yeah.
right? And I wish I was, like, when he's explaining that day, you're explaining AK, like, I wish I was there. But, like,
Kunkununus.
Oh, man.
but I, like, would you ever perform again? I would.
Actually,
There's a lot of us that
performing.
would love to see it, but we know TDK as just a DJ now.
Yeah.
So now we're just like, okay, we see her on the desk. Oh, desk.
The Des.
On the desk.
Tequila.
1800.
On the 1.8. On the decks. We see you all the time. But now I would personally want to see you do your performances.
Yeah.
would you not do that?
I would love to. I really would love.
How much?
Okay, so I'm going to text Fanele now.
No,
and tell him to book you
no,
for-
no, Pela. I'm a dolo. I'm a dolo. Fanele practice really back because la pala ngishaya angangu Superman.
16
Superwoman.
Yes, no. I'm not gonna lie. I've it's not that I've never seen it on social media. Oh, definitely on social media. I've seen all the videos and all of that. I'm like, oh, I would have loved to
Have
see
you
this
seen the
live.
video?
No, but guys, I want you to understand that my performances are obviously by the grace of God. Obviously, I'd pray spiritually and stuff like that, but I was driven by people's spirits. Like, you can't do that performance just in jail.
Yes.
You know, I would try, but you know when the crowd, you know, when you can feel the crowd, it's like, shit, this crowd is actually, you know.
No, but you
give
know
me
it, Liv will give you the best credit. There's always the best credit.
Her last set here was amazing.
No,
So I don't know why-
honestly.
She rocks as a DJ.
She does.
Bro.
With that
you.
Burberry two-piece.
Nango.
Yes. Yes, it looks
She
just like her skin.
It looks just like her skin.
Did you ever? Nanku girl.
And you know what? Like, I'm not gonna lie. We need to call out like bad DJs.
Shama.
Or was it
Not
too
today,
early?
not today.
No,
not
no, no.
today.
No, it's not- it's not-
never
Oh, we're not
too
today.
It's
early.
never
Can you
too
not
early.
bring it to me, guys?
No, not to you.
No,
Can I tell you
okay,
why?
sharp.
I'll tell you why.
He can say
I'll
it.
tell you why. I'll be honest.
Okay.
Right? I feel like we don't call out bad DJs because we don't want to give props to good DJs. If you give props to good DJs, right, you must have the equal right to say you,
Shit.
this was nonsense.
No, I don't think we have to tell people that they were nonsense or like that they said was bad.
But like,
You know
if
what
you're a
the-
service provider,
You know what the other thing is, right? A lot of the time, good DJs, especially over the last 6 years in the nightclub industry, the term good DJ has went from someone who is technically gifted and can play good music and has gone to someone who has a lot of attention around them.
True.
So a lot of the time when we start having this conversation of calling out bad DJs, it starts to seem like we're hating on people's growth and their brands because generally the guys that are really good in nightclubs are the resident DJs. And a lot of the time, very few of them, it's very few clubs that have superstar resident DJs, Live Centered. We have superstar resident DJs. But not all clubs have superstar resident DJs. Some of the guys are just... Some of the proofs he's just a guy who helps around with the sound and he learned to DJ and now he's a resident DJ and
he
he's
played
really
opening
good.
set.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's why it gets hard to call out bad DJs because now it's gonna look like Shama's hating on the fact that
And I think that's why there's a decline in quality in our industry. I feel like, you watch soccer.
yeah.
I don't know, ladies.
No, I do not.
Love Island. What do you guys watch? I don't know.
When you watch
I-
soccer, I've seen you in the suites for a particular soccer team in South Africa.
Whoa.
I go to the soccer stadiums not to watch soccer because
Thank
in
you.
the
Gents,
suites
if-
they give
To
us free
socialize.
alcohol.
Okay. Point is, there are things you do where you can provide criticism, good and bad.
Yes.
That's just like the industry we're in. And I feel like as a service provider, you should be open to receiving criticism.
Yeah, actually.
So you wanna call them out now?
No, but
No,
he's
but-
right.
I mean,
it's the same way.
I'm down.
It's the
I
same
can drop
way.
names right now.
I
I'm
won't lie.
kidding.
Drop your top three.
Top 3 or
Worst.
worst 3 DJs?
Okay, top
why
three
will
and
it-
then worst
Hi,
three.
guys.
Top 3 worst
No,
DJs?
he's getting cancelled, not you.
Okay,
Don't
not
worry.
you.
Top 3 worst DJs.
Best and then worst.
Say top 3 best. I'll motivate for best. Worst, I don't motivate for.
Okay, I'll do best. Let me tell
Yeah.
you what the worst is. Because sometimes they have bad days.
Yeah.
I've got sets in my mind where I'm just like, that was diabolical.
But they're not a bad DJ.
Huh?
Okay, you
Tell
know
us.
what? Let's say top 3 best and then top 3 of who needs more improvement. Let's not call them the worst. They just need to improve on some things.
I rate my DJs like I rate like my bodies, you know what I mean? I don't think I have like a base
You rate
body.
your bodies.
Like I wouldn't rate like I have a base body. Like I wouldn't be like, this is my base body. Because I feel like,
But do you have a worst body?
No, but you guys are gonna
What?
derail. We need to hear the DJs.
no, what I'm
You
trying to
guys are gonna
say is
derail.
that like, you know what, like DJs are the same. I wouldn't say,
Be careful. You're sitting with DJs here, and we
Yeah,
have friends who are
exactly.
DJs, so be careful.
I wouldn't say like I have a base DJ, but I could give you a list of DJs who I think are extremely consistent.
One.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Say DJs that are extremely consistent and then DJs that need a a little bit more
Consistency.
work.
Okay. I'll give one name, right? I'll start off. No, chill. Who's consistent? All right.
Yes.
He's a hip hop guy. Everything Ezra.
Okay.
I had that guy. I doubted him at first, but I've never heard someone deliver
He plays a drama, right? He plays a drama quite a lot.
drama. Yeah, I was with him at Nostra. I've heard him a couple of times. Rockets. He's fantastic.
Okay.
And he's consistent.
Consistent. K-Matt.
By
Consistent.
far.
Oh my God.
She's dope.
That babe is.
She's dope.
Did you guys see her on
K-Max was
Sunday?
here on Sunday,
Oh.
guys.
Yeah. Her set was
Sunday.
Sunday. Yes.
Oh my days. K-Matt doesn't have bad. I've never walked out of a K-Matt set and been like,
That was not a good set.
that was not a good
Shout
set.
out Koki. Guys, please put pressure on K-Max to come to the show.
Yeah, K-Matt, come to the show right now. Right now?
Right now, no.
Right now. Someone phone her right now. Consistent. You know what the thing is? I have a top tier consistent, and then I have. Let me tell you guys my thing. Let me tell you guys.
10 years, nigga.
Let me tell you guys, right? Both of you are really fantastic. I know she's brilliant at
But I'm
DJ.
still a new baby.
Really good at DJ.
It's production.
Mesh. You. Yeah, you still
Yes,
think.
sir. You're also really good. Brilliant at DJing. That's why I was saying, it's like, how do you rate your favorite DJ? It's like a body. You just have to say, that was great. You can't say like, that was my top 5. How do you even rate that? How do you even say, that's my top 5 body?
Okay.
You know, except if you got like 7 bodies like me. Otherwise, you'll be like, yo,
700.
what? King Solomon, you say. No, man. What I'm trying to say is that like I could rate really good DJs. If you give me a name, I'll tell you yes or no. You can throw names at me
I'm not
on
doing
camera
that.
and I'll tell you yes or no.
I'm not doing that.
Okay, no, we can't do that.
I'm not.
Okay, I've got a question. How do you guys, as promoters,
Yeah.
how do you rank your lineup? Like, how do you just, say yes or no to
It's so
certain
glad you asked
artists?
that.
No, I wish to know because some other guy once told, well, other promoter once told me that sometimes you want to bring in ballers, so you're going to bring this particular DJ.
100%.
Sometimes you want to
Yes.
just bring in hypes, you're going to bring in this particular artist, And that for me, I mean, I'm still trying to understand. How do you guys bring up your lineups?
Everything basically affects the other.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not fully into like an entertainment manager or any of the sorts, but we sit in these meetings as marketing team to speak, okay, how can we had a good weekend last week. How can we elevate it this weekend? And then you speak, you're like, okay, TDK appeals to what market? Right? You say she appeals to the ballers. We need to make money, isn't it?
Yeah.
We need to keep the lights on. We've got people to feed.
Yeah.
So we need to make money. So she appeals to the market where people want to spend because
Okay.
you're a beautiful girl. They see you, you're playing. You're also very good making the people dance, right? We appeal to a person, like also, and then it's like, okay, but does she make people dance? That's where the second part comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, her sets are great because you can be pretty, but like your sets are boring. And then what?
Oh, so that's
You
how
know.
you, okay.
And then it's also, do you have a crowd pool also works in our favor?
Oh,
Because there's some people that we can put on a flyer and just them posting that flyer once. We know that there's people at the door that come and say, I'm here. What time is TDK performing? Because
Okay.
most of the time they'll ask, what time is this person performing?
Okay.
Because they want to be here to see that. That's when we also test. So everyone has a different,
Roll.
everyone has a different role. No one's going to be the same.
Okay.
We know what we're using another person for.
Okay.
And the night is important too. I think Jamal's gonna elaborate more on that.
Yes.
It's very important to understand the night. If it's a Friday night, Thursday night, understanding the clientele. He's very good at customer psychology and
Yeah.
customer patterns, so he can actually give us more insights on that. But it's also understanding the people that are coming that night.
Yeah.
People that are out. What are they gonna want to see? Basically?
Yeah.
Please educate us.
No, I mean, you guys basically got it right. What she said is
Yeah.
we place people according to where they would best work.
Okay.
Do you understand? And the underlying thing here is value.
Mm.
A lot of people want bookings, but they don't know how to contribute value. So everything everyone mentioned here are different ways you can contribute value to a nightclub, to a venue. You can't just ask for bookings. You can't just be like, hey, please book me. You need to look at the different elements that are being mentioned here, and say, can I bring people?
Yes.
Can I bring tables? Do I look good? Do I look good on camera? That's another thing that people get booked for. Is do you look good on camera? Can I take a picture of you and put it on my page? You understand? Another thing is, are you helpful to like our operations? Some people like, they might not be the best at bringing girls or bringing whatever, bringing tables, but like they will help you clear the mess. So everyone has a way to bring value. And that's how we choose. That's how we choose according to the value you can bring.
Okay.
Yeah.
We would love for everyone to be booked based on their musical ability, but it's just sometimes it just doesn't make sense.
I'm glad we spoke on value. I wanted to ask you, do you think you're more valuable as
Nazia?
TDK, Gom Barbie, or TDK the DJ?
Yo. TDK the DJ. From a club point of view.
Okay.
But from like a
Festival.
Events,
festival,
yeah.
usukufuna ubajabulisa abantu, come and like, I mean, as a DJ, usukukude, ngithi abantu. So I feel like as a club DJ, definitely. But sometimes as like, festivals, you really want to give people a whole feel,
Okay.
So I feel like I've got two sides of me. She said the other side is lele. I think when you voice.
No, you know what we're gonna
Fix
do?
your
Do you know what we're gonna do? Yeah. Because it's winter now and we have time.
Yeah.
We have 4.5 months, 5 months left till we get to October, which is like peak spring. We're gonna work on something and contribute to your rehearsals.
I'm saying
as
live
friends.
Halloween.
Live Halloween, whatever it
Let's
is.
to go to studio. Like I want people to obviously get something vibe, fresh,
Yeah, that's
Can't
cool.
be saying, come on.
But we're giving you that deadline because I think what Unati is saying would be very solid. Imagine doing one summer and you just
Just
dates back to
performances.
back to back. You still do DJ gigs, performance. Oh, you do the Scots Mapuma thing, half DJ, half.
Yeah. The hybrid
actually.
thing, I think the hybrid thing can bang.
I understand. And yeah,
Do you know, like,
like,
But
You
to all
understand?
the
We're seeing
artists
more
that
DJs
performed,
perform. We're seeing more DJs
Yes.
perform.
Yeah.
It's like a thing now. Before it was like, why are you doing that? It was just tira. Now people are doing
Again. Pairings. Shout out to Makoya. We actually need Makoya on the show.
Very.
But I'm not gonna lie, that's one of the first superstars I ever saw.
Bro,
I
can I tell
couldn't
you?
believe
Can I
nobody
tell
gives you a show, hey?
Does.
Can I
Gives
tell
you
you
a
a
show.
crazy
Does.
story about DJ Tira's superstardom?
Yeah.
We were driving to Cape Town. This is the first time. I'll never ever do it again. We're driving to Cape Town for Iverson, Cape Town. We stopped at some random town to get stuff like, food, whatever, snacks. And then Tira stopped at that same garage a week before. The guy was telling us that when Tira stopped, there were people in the neighboring village that I guess someone called and said, hey, Makoya is
Tira's,
here.
yeah.
Zakal.
Chief. They say there was fucking the chief of the village wanted to come meet Makoya.
Ah.
In the
telling
middle
you.
of fucking
Aibo.
bumfuck, no one knows where the fuck that place is.
I'm telling you.
Aibo.
That
That's
guy's
a
a
real
star, bro.
superstar.
No, he is a
Tira.
superstar, shame.
You must
That's a real
understand your
superstar.
style when you walk into Boxer in the hood. And they are happy. Everyone's happy.
Our bearings.
Very.
Guys,
Shout out to
Guys,
Makoya.
I have one more question before we play another game. Because this time we're switching it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? But in both your respective industries or line of work that you guys work in, what do you think is a lost art that needs to come back?
For me, it's personal invitations. So like when you didn't have a story on Instagram, you had to almost invite people. Like, hey, you, please come. Hey, you, please come.
And that doesn't happen anymore.
It doesn't happen anymore because people have found the shortcuts. Or you post a story, thousands of people see it. It's like a.
I think.
I wish I could bring that back.
What do you want to bring back, TDK? In the DJing or the artists? What would you bring back?
I feel like he summed up what I was probably also going to say. Like, hey, I think so. I feel like people don't know my personality. Like, they don't know me, Jay. Because in reality, You understand? And Singapore, manje, like this is serious. I feel like we're not showing our whole self because of how Instagram has changed things, you know. So basically it's what he's saying.
So
Like,
you just want
are you
everyone
on
to
the
break down
back in the day,
walls.
guys went on Facebook, Jaya, I'm gangino. But people liked the way I was. People just
100%.
I didn't try to wear Gucci's. I didn't try to wear like I was just myself.
Oh,
Even
is
my
it?
Wearing
makeup was
Gucci now.
Oh, is it?
but younger levels per levels, man. You understand? But that's what I'm trying to say. Like I feel like sis vinjwe ilento entsha yabo Instagram, you have to look
social
the part.
media.
Social media has really killed it. Like
Yeah.
akusapha kumnandi nje I am before.
Yeah, you guys need to bring that back. Yeah,
I've got a question for the hosts.
You need to
You
bring
got a
it
question for the host?
Yeah.
Okay, I host here and there. I stopped now.
No, I'm
but-
saying like of the show.
Oh,
Oh,
the
shit.
show.
Yeah, according to you guys' careers as well.
back. Oh, damn.
Do you guys feel like the internet kills passion?
Yes. Oh, sorry, that's not my
Um,
question.
definitely. The internet does kill passion.
And I want you to give them a background. I don't think these people know Unati. Did you tell them that you are one of the most bad-ass hosts? Iconic. Do they know that?
Unati crawled so all
Right?
you
And you were
hosts,
doing it in a
all
time
of
where
you could walk.
you didn't have this
I didn't
Instagram stuff here.
I didn't
where everyone
have.
has 10,000 followers.
And also the KPIs were higher back then.
Way
owners
higher.
You
demanded
know-
so much more from hosts back then than
do you
they do now.
understand?
You know, black people. No, but so I obviously worked as a promoter. There was only Twitter. There was only Twitter at that time, and it was even still the beginning times of
Yeah,
like
it
Twitter,
wasn't even like peak.
right. So don't calculate my age, but yes. And that time, we had to go to places, interact with people, build like relationships with people. No one cared about how many like barely people people didn't even have Instagram like that.
Yep.
Like yes, there were a few people that wanted to be like, oh, do you know this new app? Like when Instagram's like the brown and the white.
Yeah, and the rainbow.
Yes. So that's when like no one was trying to see what are you pushing on social media like that. People had to know you. I think right now what we don't have is people that are known, where people that they follow Killer Mo to where he's going.
Yeah.
You know, right now, and we get it. Like, it's your money. Go where you want to go, have fun. But it used to be so nice back there where we used to say, Shama's having a liberosis. All of us are going to liberosis. No one cared. You'd meet there, then you meet, oh, I follow you on Twitter. Oh, I follow you.
Yeah.
That's when you only met. You didn't go to a place because... you didn't go to a place because you guys now planned it as
You know
a
what
scheme.
this just highlights? Spartan.
Oh,
That's all it
okay.
is.
Ish.
How now
Okay.
That's you know why? You know why I'm saying that? Because to answer your question of does internet kill passion? 50-50 for me. It's a yes and a no. Because the new age, this Twilight generation, they built an entire ecosystem, lifestyle, started generating income, building businesses, the whole 9 yards there.
From
With-
the internet.
Yeah, but without that human factor, because that's where my yes of does the internet kill passion,
Yeah.
because it eliminates the human factor. There's no longer what Unati is explaining.
It feels disconnected.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that's where I can say, yes, it does kill the passion because it dehumanizes the whole process of whatever you do, whether it's putting out music.
Yeah.
There's just no, but it's all AI and
Humanity.
ChatGPT, and you understand.
And the
So,
whole point of entertainment is humans connecting.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I feel like that's why we're losing as entertainment because everything has become almost robotized. The robot, yeah?
Tiba!
Hey, am I English?
Robotized.
Yes,
Is that right?
1.8.
1.8.
And look at all the cameras and say, is that right?
1.8.
I mean, they'll tell us in the comments.
Wait.
Put
Before,
here the right word, robotized.
Robotized.
before we get to the fun stuff, because Unati wants to try a new game. By the way, guys, normally at this point in the show, we talk about what's happening in the world, but Unati said, oh my God, it's so old and boring. So we're going to try something
say
new.
It's old and boring. I just said these are fun people.
No, I'm not going to lie. I heard you say that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna expose
So
you. You
before we get to that, I wanted to because this is a question I added in here. I want both of you to answer because I think it's so important. Because you guys have done so many things in your careers. What's the best advice you'd give 19-year-old Shama, 19-year-old TDK?
Let's start with TDK.
Yeah.
Don't
do drugs.
Oh no, that's obvious.
What was that?
Guys, wanna play
I
the
would
devil's
literally
advocate
tell
for drugs.
the 19-year-old TDK not to listen to people. Follow your passion. Don't let the rejection take you back or sit you back. Let the rejection be that thing that makes you want to do it even more. And don't give up. Oh, and please do finish school. Oh, my contract about understand.
Wait. Wait.
I didn't finish school.
You know that video? I ran away from the school. What can I do?
What can I do, bro? Yo.
You really had to add that one in.
I had
But what
to.
would you tell 19-year-old Shama?
I would tell him to leave UJ, man. I'll tell him to get the fuck out that school. Because you've got bigger dreams that education won't fulfill. But I'll tell you something, Lil Shama, is that like, you got to understand that you don't have all the time you think you have. And a lot of us young men, we like to think you have time. Do you understand? When someone told me 10 years goes like this, I couldn't believe it until I went past 10 years and it went like this. So all I want young Shama to know is like, bro, leave the school. You don't have time. Make the most of this time. Make the most of this time.
Wow.
Yo, that's deep.
Yo, I thought hers was deep. You came with the, hey.
You know, I discovered a new word this
What
week.
word? What word is
I'm
it?
going to educate you guys.
Okay.
Cognitive dissonance.
Nazia.
I know
What?
what cognitive is.
Yeah, and dissonance.
I
now.
don't know dissonance.
Educate us, please.
So it's
I'm
basically...
a dropout, so understand.
I'm also a dropout, so let's educate this. So don't kill me if I'm wrong. Right? I heard about the Live subscribers. They brutal.
They're very brutal.
Yeah, I heard they
No,
be saying some
they're
crazy things
they're
out there.
the sweetest people we
No,
have.
you know
Okay,
what?
please be
you know
nice
what I
to
can
me.
say about like our community of people that watch the show. They're
Okay.
very constructive. Like there's a lot of things from first episode leading up to now that they didn't like that have changed. And when those things change, they actually acknowledge, oh, this. Oh, so there was a thing that I was very disruptive.
Okay.
And that changed because now I let the guests speak. And
Yeah.
But
Sure.
I was disruptive because a lot of the guests that come here, because I do so much research, I'm like excited. Like I'm excited to speak to TDK about the fact that like she went to DUT. Like no one knows that, but it's like disruptive. So they're nice people.
Okay. So please be nice.
Cognitive dissonance.
As I explained, cognitive dissonance. So basically it's, you know, when you have two internal conflicts, right?
Okay.
I'll give an example. Let's say you love men as a man and you're from a family that's a strict religious family, right? And you know that your family says that homosexuality is bad. And you're sitting there and you have that internal strife. That's cognitive dissonance.
Okay.
It's a fight that you have inside yourself. It's the biggest thing that humans face.
Yes.
It's the fight you have between two truths that coexist in your mind. I'll give you another example that young men face, right? Being promiscuous and being in love. You want to be in love. You know, like, listen, I want to be so good. I love this girl. You know what I mean? But everything else is saying, Feba! Everything is saying, yo! 7 bodies a week. You know what I'm... Whoa.
Seven bodies a week?
Bodies a week is diabolical.
That's what they be doing. Not me, though.
Yo.
But
Prime time Shama, how many bodies a week? Prime time
Prime.
Shama. Not now happily in love Shama. Yes, a lot. Prime time Shama.
if we said it, the cameras would burn. Next question.
When
If you say
No,
it,
me,
the
I'm a loyal
cameras would
girl.
burn.
really?
I'm not gonna lie. If I spoke about
Actually,
prime time,
all
my
the stuff we know about you when it comes to thingy, like you've always been in relationships publicly.
Yeah, like a
and
loyal girl.
Shout out.
I don't cheat unless ungijwayela kabi.
Whoa.
Whoa.
No, khona bajwayelana
You
kabi.
cheat if
No, I don't cheat, but ngiyakutshela ukuthi imfethu into
so
ayisahlangani.
let's say we're dating now. What would I have to do for you to get you to cheat on me?
Obviously cheat back.
Okay.
Ungangihloniphi,
All right.
ungangiboni. Nje.
Mali.
like how? Like
And awunamali.
Wow.
Angeke fethu kule economy yamanje.
me try another cognitive
Ngangisheli, nje ngangisheli.
that's another cognitive dissonance.
Broke
Broke boys don't deserve no pussy. And
Yeah.
I love this guy.
I actually wanted to ask this. Who's in TDK Macassette's DM? Like, I'm actually so intrigued.
Yeah.
Do you know why? You know why I'm intrigued,
Ngingaphuza
Shama?
lelibhodlela nje yami ngeke
Do
ngikwazi.
you know why? Because she, just like she said earlier, she's very like,
Like
so umchito nesibini, so it's at vela ngiyadwadla DM
Who's the most
phakathi.
famous person in your DMs?
I'm not gonna say that.
Why?
No.
Okay, can you give us the genre he's in? He or she? It could be a she.
Okay,
It's-
give us a woman then.
No, I've never been asked out by women.
No, not even.
No,
like,
just a
someone
woman
that's in your
that you talk
DM.
to, that you chilled with, like you cool with.
Quite a few. I mean, Babi, Tejo.
Baby Joe.
Oh, I love her. Who else? There are quite a few girls.
Okay,
bro.
so a man that asked you out.
A man that asked me out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say the names.
Okay, what
The genre.
is he a
Genre.
DJ?
Yeah, they're all DJs.
Wow. So you like
Amapiano?
DJs?
No,
Oh.
I'm a piano.
definitely.
Oh wow.
And they're young.
We've narrowed it down.
Okay, no.
Young.
One of them are not young, but
Baby
the rest
Juice, you motherfucker.
No,
She said he has piano DJ.
no, not baby shame, not baby juice.
So funny.
I would have said like sticks.
No,
Because she said he
when I
has
say
piano
young,
DJs. I'm like,
no, but when I say young, I'm saying the ages between like 25 and maybe like
25 is young.
Yeah.
25
young.
and
25 is young.
25 and
25 is young.
28. Yeah, 25
Yeah,
and
that is
28.
25 is young, bro. Like, there's no ways.
But bayashelana laba bafana bamapiano yo.
Bonk.
Hayi phela ngeke ngisho bonke but nje like banesibini ngithi nje ayazi nginyamka kwathi yes ngiyathanda isister edala mina. It's okay.
I refuse to be dull at this age.
No, but you've been on Earth.
What does that mean?
You've been like
33 years. is not
2010
bad.
World Cup. You were in university.
No,
I'm like, Tamina Mina, I was in first year. Like, I was, yo, I was there, like, waka waka, I was inside.
So who are you DMing, Shama? Because you're actually pretty popular and
Am
you
I?
have access to women like TDK Macassette and,
Yeah.
like, you know, celebs and, you know.
I think I'm not gonna lie, like, being in the industry has actually put me off, like,
I
women like
was
TDK Macassette.
Pendulum Buzo. Who are you making?
Ngibona
on?
ke ngiphendwe intombi nje yami ngicela uxolele.
Oh,
No.
you got a
This is
girlfriend.
no.
Must I?
Yeah,
This
take
is-
out,
this
take
is
out, take out a DM.
Before Bay.
Take out a DM.
I don't.
This is before girlfriend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or before?
Yeah.
Okay, I've been busy with
Busy
hey,
even.
wait,
That sounds
not
busy. Not asking if you've been
What?
busy. We're just asking the DMs, not busy.
who's in my DMs right now or back then?
Back
Back
then.
then.
I
the
don't
most-
mind, even if it's right now.
Even if it's now, who's the most peaking? Like,
I'll tell you guys something about, and it's unfortunate. Dark skinned men, they don't hit on us on the DMs like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
they don't.
You said that so like, what's up, bro? Why'd you say it like that? Like, why?
It's true though.
No, I'm
What dark skin
sorry.
they don't hit on us like that.
Dark skin
No, but
bearded
I
men.
love
I'm not gonna lie,
a
like,
dark skinned man.
I've thrown
Dabs and
bones,
Idris
right?
is my
I've thrown gang
biggest
bones in the
crush.
DMs. Well, I used to, right?
I used to throw live jive on the timeline. Like, boom, on Twitter.
Yeah, I used to go on lives. That was my favorite thing.
Ah.
I love you. Straight.
My
I'm a
nigga
better
said-
man now.
You used to write the name.
No, like on your live, I comment it. I'm a better man now. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you know what? Like, the stories of my wild days, yo, I want to take it back there because I was dark.
No, that is
Do
dark.
you understand, huh? That's not dark.
That's
The
dark.
dark we were dark.
No,
Dark
I don't even
surrealism.
want to speak about the dark on camera.
Dark civil. No, but all I'm saying is that, you know what, like, thanks be to God. Like, I mean this for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys suck. You
'Cause-
don't want to tell us who's in your DMs, so it's cool.
No, the thing is, manje masisiyaqatshanisa.
What if you
Okay,
break
you
people's
understand?
families
Okay,
and
Kunini
homes?
sizama.
Actually-
If his family is being broken, in Goba, we are fair.
No,
Because why
actually,
is in
that's
TDK
not
Macassette's
Let's even
DMs?
take it away. Let's even take it
It's
away
not
from someone
right.
asking you out or you asking someone out. Who is the most famous contact you have on your phone?
On my phone.
Yes, the most famous.
Pato ranking.
Or just
Why?
people that I'm talking to.
Yeah, like the most
No,
famous.
it doesn't
Right
have
now,
to
if I said call the most famous person on your phone, who would it be?
Yes.
I've got quite a few, guys.
But them,
Yeah, top
that
three.
one, that would... Okay, yeah, top 3.
Kelvin Momo,
Okay, that's solid.
Puri,
Okay.
Gabza.
Okay.
Okay.
That's 3.
You've
Nazi?
got the 3 goats.
Yeah, literally.
The 3 piano goats.
Yeah.
And when I think of them, I just think of stress.
Ah, Nazia.
Who?
I'm not gonna lie. Some of our goats are disappointing.
Yo, this Shama.
Shama.
We
No,
asked you a
let him
question.
land.
Huh?
Let him
You-
land.
I don't know.
Let him land.
I don't know. I feel like, you know what, nah? Like, as our goats, here's my thing. As our goats, right? You have a responsibility, right? As the leaders of the game, to show people how it's done. And some of our goats, I don't think they respect their craft enough. Do you understand?
In what sense?
Show up on time. Show up at
Yeah,
least.
I wouldn't lie. We the irony of what Shama's saying. So I was having a conversation with Tula anyway, like 7 months ago. And I was like to him, this is when we were still pitching the podcast and conceptualizing the podcast. And I was speaking to a whole lot of different people trying to like pick their brains. And he's like, you know what we must do? You need a segment. Okay, let me speak like that. Poison, you know what you need? So he was like, I need a segment in the show where we call out unprofessional artists and DJs that just
Yeah.
don't show up on time.
100%. And on your goats, there's one extremely unprofessional goat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, he's currently in court in Australia. How you getting? I don't know, man. Do you understand? In Australia. Kelvin
We all know he's
Momo. Bro, I don't have to put it on the internet. It's on the internet. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And like that, he's so brilliant as an artist.
He
Like,
is.
we have to give it to him.
Shout out to Tato, he's my guy. I love you.
What is it? Tato? What's the name of the album? Tato Amodu.
Tato Yamudi.
Brilliant. Do you understand? Brilliant. But as a professional, guys, no ways. No ways. It's like when that time I was on the internet with Aries. I got grilled by Aries' fans. Grilled because I called Aries out. I said, this guy doesn't show up to gigs. I got sent death threats. Do you understand? Telling me like, yo, we'll fucking cut your balls off. We'll do this and that to you. Do you understand? Awful things to me because I said Aries doesn't show up. Do you understand? And I don't think I was saying
I
it
mean,
to destroy his
damn.
career.
Yeah,
but
you would-
I was saying it to be like, you know what, Aries, I tried to
Constructive
book you like 4 times.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's a better guy now.
By far.
I'd love to book him now.
No, I feel
By
like he's a
far.
better guy
So
now.
the last 3 bookings I've done with Aries, 2 was here at Live, the other one was at Spring Fiesta. Both times when he was here at Live, on time, happy to be here. His team, shout out DJ Clint, shout out Jariah. On time, on the ball, performance was solid. He's got a solid catalog, so it's
That's what
But
we
I think
need.
that's what we maybe as a collective of the entertainment industry, because we all know each other and whatever. Let's make a chart.
a mind map.
Yes. So if someone doesn't show up at our venue, we scratch one.
Yeah.
They don't show up at the venue you're working at, you scratch.
Another one.
Once you've got 3 strikes, we don't book you
put you
for
on
like
bench.
for 4 months.
But I feel like that happened to Scots. That happened to Scots when that whole thing. Promoters didn't talk. No one called each other and said, but we know y'all motherfuckers stop booking the nigga because we saw the bookings decline. And then the moment the country forgave him, back on top.
I'm not gonna lie, that guy, he didn't need to be cancelled. He needed to be
didn't.
taught a lesson.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's it. Because also, like, have you seen some of the fans that come to him? Even you, dog, you'd punch them, dog. You know, Scott, I see you, dog. Me, I see you. Dog. You know what? I see Scott, bro. You know what? Scott, I see him. And like, he also...
And that's basebemsukela. Since
Bro.
Bayamsukela, vele,
You
kunjani?
understand?
No, but-
Shit
but
is another story.
That's where he needed to learn how to deal with that. And that's why I had said he must probably get security. People are like, no, he mustn't get security.
No, you're not we said this in the Uncool episode. South African artists genuinely believe getting security makes you're doing too much. No, guys. Security's job is to regulate situations like what happened to Scott's Mapuma so that it doesn't happen. That's the reason why A-list artists, Nasty C, my boy, have bodyguards. That's exactly why. It's not to look cool. It's not to look bigger than everyone. It's not to say I'm the biggest superstar in the room, whatever. It's to regulate, isn't it, Njalo? It's to avoid a fan coming at you with a phone in your face. And now you, as the artist, you have to react in a bad way. Whatever. If a bodyguard is in that situation, the person doesn't even make it to your face with the camera.
I
That's
think
what their
Waffles
job is
also rolls with with bodyguard.
Yeah,
actually.
a few artists. I remember. I won't say the person's name. He was one of the goats.
Oh, but you guys are telling us to say names.
No,
When it was by Seganjani.
Yeah,
you
you're
see,
wrong.
you're
You're
wrong.
no,
wrong.
you guys are guests.
No, but you're wrong.
You guys are
You're
guests.
wrong.
Hey, Baba.
You're
You
wrong.
can't come to my house and open the fridge, eh?
Let me open this tequila at your house.
But
Guys,
there
we're
was-
supposed to play our game.
Okay, you want to do the game?
It's
But you're landing
Land,
nicely.
Okay,
land,
so I
land.
wanted to land on the security thing in Scott's thing. So there was a particular one of the goats there. I remember he used to tease Nasty about having security. He wouldn't tease him directly, but it was like the South Africa vibes. And then some shit happened, and then he got security. And then we were in the camp like,
I mean, at some point, when you do grow as a brand like that, especially when musically, people in South Africa love music. So you will always grow bigger than like a. Actually, let me not say that. Let me not say that. But you always be a big brand, right? People love music. So you need to, at some point now, be like, okay, it's getting a bit crazy now. So
Yeah.
instead of me being rude to people, because cancel culture here is quick.
this is South
I
Africa.
want to do it very
It's
quick.
crazy. It has been
So
like
before
huge.
you get cancelled, rather get yourself security.
Honestly. And you know what, ne? Before you get cancelled, like, get yourself like a proper schedule and good
Yes.
management. Do you understand? And the Brew's got a really good manager. Do you understand? Devin. Love the oak. Sweet guy.
This thing is touching you, eh?
Do you know why he's touching me? This guy is a generational talent. He's not a normal talent. Think of it like, imagine Drake showed up late to shows and stuff like that. You'd be like, there's no need for that because you're that good. Kelvin Momo was taking piano to the world for us. He can't be the example of our industry's inefficiency. He can't be the example. Do
You're right.
you understand? He's our GOAT. Did you hear that album?
100%. We had the official Red Bull Symphonic after party at Live. I believe we were the only establishment to get him to come out with the beep, 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 beep.
You had the white guy here with the...
Both white guys were here. We
Bro.
got two of them.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a testament to his talent.
100%.
This is not an attack to his talent. Do you understand what I mean? This is more like I think like we're missing that level of seriousness to take us global. To take us to a point where he can charge $150,000 because he's worth that. He's worth that. But you keep doing these things. No one else gets to charge that. Because you're the GOAT. You're the pinnacle. If someone says, but I paid this for Kelvin.
Yeah, it's
No one's
chai.
going to pay you that.
Yeah, it's chai for you.
It's time for you to rap. So even us, we need to say, you know what, bro? Yes, this might sound crazy, but you're our GOAT. You understand? We need to hold you to that standard. People were having Ronaldo for crying at that semi-final. Why was he crying? Because he knows this is on me, dog.
Yeah.
I'm the GOAT.
Yeah.
Okay. South African entertainers, please take yourselves more seriously. This is a message from Shama and TDK.
Angisho njalo mina. Ngisho nje njalo nje kaloko uthi.
Nancy, do you wanna take us into
This is just a very light-hearted game. The classic "Never Have I Ever."
Never have I ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So
classic.
normally
never-
would be talking about what's happening in the world. She doesn't want.
I didn't say I don't want.
Don't make it political.
It's not political. It's very fun.
Okay.
It's just very fun. I just want us to drink because I feel like we yappa, not enough.
Shanice.
Not enough drinking. So just a few more shots before we close off the show.
Okay, cool.
So I think maybe we should all have a shot now. Like hold a
Not
shot.
the game.
It's not the game. So you want us to drink with our drinks?
Yeah. No, I'll pour more shots. It's not the game.
Oh, start the game.
I'll start the game.
Okay. Very
Please make it half.
no.
Your mind, you can top it up even. There. Wagwan.
Do you think we should you should explain if you have?
What?
What
No.
happened?
Never ever. You just say yes or no. There's no explanation. I'm not explaining.
But then that would be fun. But
I must explain.
don't explain. I'm joking.
No, I'm not gonna make you guys explain. Okay, let's start off very small.
Okay.
Never have I ever had my heart broken.
I'm gonna need all the trays of shit. I'm gonna need everything
Oh,
here
no,
for
I
the
have.
times I've been heartbroken.
And what irritates me, yo.
I'm gonna need another tray of socks for her as well.
Everyone needs their own tray.
Everyone needs their own tray.
Like
Yeah.
yabantu ungabelieve ukuthi
I understand.
ulona
Yo.
ubreak inhliziyo yami uyakhala nje
Never. Mina.
ngibreak ulona
Ah.
unamba bani
God, that's so
Yo.
funny.
I had that situation.
yo
I got locked up in a room by my ex.
Huh?
You understand?
akuwesiwe
And she's here on Instagram. Where now? She locked me there in the room, said, "Ah." Then said, "Yo, tell me now, Shama, you cheating on me." I said, "Bro, what the fuck? I quit my job for you. How am I cheating
that
on
was
you?"
deep.
You understand? She said, "Nah, you in the club with those bitches." I said, "I haven't been in the club in like 1 month." "Which bitches now?" She said, "Let me go through your phone." I said, "No." Because like, why you want to go through my
Why?
phone?
Why are
my
you
phone.
going through my phone?
Eventually I gave it. I gave the phone.
Zakal.
No, there was nothing. Then the tears are done now. "I'm so sorry. I just thought."
Stop thoughting.
Stop thoughting.
Wait.
Club niggas are very loyal,
Like,
bro.
Bathi
your
ingqondo
heart-
yakho.
Have they broken it?
Yeah, but let's not go into that because I've got makeup on. I'm gonna cry.
I won't lie. Like my heart got broken so late in life. Like obviously high school breakups, whatever. But like the first real one was a baddie, dog. A bad. Yo, Mvana, she rocked this kid, but that's a story for another time.
That's a real bad
But I wouldn't be heartbroken.
I
wouldn't be
wasn't. I was
heartbroken.
happy. Stab. Okay, happy
Yeah.
is like relative.
Do you want to be still by
No,
Jabulani
I'm not
or
gonna
Starboy?
lie. If
No, I think it hurt because like uskid ushayile wahamba. Manje sengisele nalo muntu ngayisathika. Yabo. Now I'm just here.
I'm not laughing.
no, but I wouldn't be heartbroken if like my man cheats on me with like a Tyler.
Make
Like,
me.
ah.
Tyler, I see you.
No.
No, Tyler.
the singer
Oh,
It's a Tyler. I see you.
says wow.
I just heard Tyler. I was like, what?
I wouldn't be mad at that. I'll just be like, oh, okay, cool. You know what?
You have another. Never have I ever.
I do have another. Are we all drinking with that? We didn't drink.
Oh, you want to drink at the end?
No one drank on that one.
Oh no, but we're all supposed to drink because we have.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Ima kodwa
It's
kuningi
not a sip, huh?
schools.
No, it's not a sip.
It's a
drink.
shot.
It's a shot.
Oh, how many?
And how many questions
1800.
do you have?
No, I just have 2 more.
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
do
okay,
two
that's fair,
as well.
that's fair.
Yeah. So we
Because we
just,
can't be drinking 6 times.
I
no.
mean,
So it's only
This is how we
it's
live.
only gonna be 3
This is
shots.
how we live. It's Friday night.
how we live.
Frequency Friday later tonight.
Friday then. It's
Friday,
Sunday.
Saturday.
Yimblento.
Okay. Next.
Never have I ever been fired.
I have.
Wait, let me first take
Oh no,
this.
I haven't.
You haven't been
I
fired.
have.
I haven't worked for anyone.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yes.
Drops mic.
Yes.
Okay, have they cancelled you from a gig? You were on the lineup, then they said, sorry.
Kabuhlungu
Never.
kanjani? Kabuhlungu kanjani? Sengenza i-makeup, ngenza ikhanda, ngahlanganisa i-outfit.
You.
And then they said, sorry,
Found
never
petrol
mind.
emotweni.
Ungani ukuthi so never mind, abasayibambi ifoni.
Oh.
Guys,
Yo.
like kubuhlungu guys, come up ibuhlungu shame.
You.
Ibuhlungu come up.
Yo, have they ever fired you?
Let me think. I don't know. I don't know. I got into an altercation with one of the owners, but I don't know if I got fired.
Yeah, I don't think you got fired there. I know what situation you're talking about. I don't think you got fired there.
I wasn't fired, but they just never texted me again.
Oh, shit.
She's fine.
Yeah, no,
kahle kahle.
That's the club firing.
Nah, there's a more hectic one. The most hectic one was an owner we've both worked with. So, a friend of ours, a mutual friend who we work with, me and him
First
used to work
letter.
for the bigger group of clubs.
First
right?
letter
And then
Of his name.
of his name.
Awuyithanda yini amagama
Aye.
abantu wena? Ayi, whatever, come on.
Aye. And then when the bigger group of clubs splits, obviously some employees went there, some went there. So I was now working with this other owner. And then I had a bit of a back and forth with one of the floor managers who's also our friend, your little sister. And essentially I was making a valid point. The fight was about riders, right? They were saying, no, residents now. Mind you, I'm coming from being the most senior resident at TGSA, right? I had the bells. I could open the fridge and take whatever the fuck I want. So you can imagine, I'm coming from there. You understand? And now I'm being put in a situation where I'm being told you can only have a particular cognac and you can only have one a weekend. I had a problem with that. So I was like, look, what's the price difference between this cognac and the one that I want? They said it's about 400 on cost. I'm like, okay, 4,812, that's 1.2 a weekend. Just deduct 1.2 a weekend from my salary and give me the one I want. There's your... He didn't like that I challenged that in front of everyone in the group of all the resident DJs. And yeah, long story short, I just saw myself off the group the next morning. And then
Yeah, but we need to speak about DJs that like a lot of riders.
no, but
The worst thing.
Unati, you need to remember, like I said, I was coming from being the most senior resident DJ. Do you understand? Like I had
Okay.
access, like the owner and I were, you understand? I can go open the fridge and take out an ace. Now it's not a problem.
But you know it was them also, né? And that's one thing about like the clubs that
But yeah, that's how I got fired, guys. Yes.
club owners are naughty. They do that.
Yes.
They'll send someone.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I got removed on the group and then they sent that friend to tell me I poisoned whatever. So he calls me and he's already laughing. So he calls me, he's like, yo, but I don't even know. I'm like, I know. It's cool. You don't have to. Just tell them you spoke to me and you did it.
Yeah, it's lit.
That's so crazy. So are we all drinking for... Oh, no, you're not drinking.
She's never been fired. It's just
So the three of us are
I'm
gonna
gonna
drink.
take it because
The three of us.
I'm
Let's
sure I've
just
been
have
fired.
it. I've been fired. I've definitely been fired.
I have a very
They just
spicy never
didn't
have
say
I
to
ever.
me, you're fired. They just didn't text me back.
I have a spicy never have I ever.
Okay, give us
Also, I
one.
feel like WhatsApp groups are a pandemic for nightclubs.
100%.
Yo. Do you know how many groups I'm on?
At least 9 per club. You know that.
So I recently got made admin, promotions and what. So now I have access to join pretty much all the groups. Angfun,
yeah, bro.
get right. Like if someone from that particular department needs something from me, they'll call me.
Sparkler girls, DJs, waitress and waiters, hostesses. Management, security,
Yes.
cleaners,
Marketing,
marketing,
team, graphics team.
designer, media team. Yeah. Come on, why don't you just bundle everything together, bro?
Let's all talk.
Let's all talk in this one WhatsApp group, bro.
Okay, wait.
Damn.
The never have I ever stolen from my parents.
Stolen what though?
Anything. Money, what?
Let me drink all the rest of these shots.
My nigga, you give me all these shots, bro.
Let me drink the rest of- I stole so many things.
So many things.
I once stole the
Jordan.
car. My
Man.
mom. I'm actually saying this out right
Rang
now because my
tassels.
mom actually does watch the podcast. Right, Mama.
Hey, mom.
I did steal the car that one time and I scratched it on the garage door when I reversed out. I did pay a panel beater to come and fix it, and you didn't know, but now you know.
Hectic.
And Unati's mom's one of the nicest human beings on this planet.
She's so nice.
Oh yeah, you met my mom. You
My
guys
parents
have
are
both
so
met my
nice.
mom.
Her parents are so sweet.
Like,
What the hell?
why? Why?
Do you understand that thing?
So, but who didn't steal?
Who didn't steal from it?
Who didn't steal from the
No,
parents?
there's people that have never
Bro,
stolen.
I've stolen
Bala
the
manga,
car.
bala
People
manga.
that have
car,
never stolen.
money,
fees,
coins.
cash,
School fees,
no
Shama.
fees.
No,
You
none
guys
of
have never stolen school fees?
No,
No,
How
I
did you
have.
steal the school
I
fees?
haven't
Please teach
stolen.
us.
I
I
have.
didn't give you the money to go pay
No,
the school
my
fees.
No, I
parents
have.
never.
I have. In varsity, yeah.
Yeah, they're
But
like, here's the
It
Rex.
never occurred to me to say, let me steal it.
No,
My mom
my
looked-
parents
You
never.
know
You know, my mom
Way.
looked at the because we came from private school. So they
Issue,
looked at
okay.
the UJ fees.
Firstly, he jumped grades. He went to...
Private school.
No,
Not
it's
just the
private
private school.
Yes.
Like, it's not just the private
Which one did you go to?
I
Is
don't
it
want
in
to
the
say it
top
on
10?
the camera. Yeah.
Is it here in Joburg?
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Wait.
St. John's?
Stidians.
Oh,
St. Stephen's. Oh, you're in the top 10, boy.
Yeah.
Angsas
You
no
stole
Stasi.
that school fees. That's so much
No.
money.
That I didn't have a lot. I didn't have access.
150,000 rand a year.
So
See,
when they
like
went
when-
from paying that to
Yeah.
UJ fees,
Yeah.
my mom was like, this is your school fees. I mean, I think first she was like 21K. She said, "This is your school fees." I said, "Yes." She's like, "This is your full school fees for the year."
Yeah.
She called my dad because she calls my dad Papi. She says, "Papi, come." She got the slip. She said, "This is the school fees." They gave me the racks. They said, "Go pay the school fees." I said, "You are joking." I said, "One semester, the rest
Shama,
balling out of control."
Shama,
do you
what
mean?
year did you go to university that your school was
Stop, Bonatti,
21,000?
stop.
Yeah, that's actually
No.
crazy.
I think it's like maybe 10 years
Actually,
ago.
Yeah,
Or
20. I was in
20
first
years
year.
No,
I was
10
in
years.
first year
No,
in
no.
2010.
Yes,
Oh, that's
15
nice.
years ago.
Yeah.
15 years ago.
Yo.
wait, St.
Wow.
Vivian's school fees right now this year,
Yeah.
as it stands, so we can calculate.
Mm.
You were saying what? High school, right?
No, he
No, when I
was-
finished, it
he
was
saying he
87,000.
UJ.
It was
He was
87.
saying
Oh,
it was
UJ.
UJ
Oh,
first
okay.
year.
It was no, because we came from 87,000 and
To
then
21.
to 21.
So
So my
she
mom
was
was like
shocked.
shocked.
Ha. No tangazali me. Gege.
No, but that's
Yeah,
not that's not
I
it.
get that.
That's their hard work, you know. Shout out to my dad.
37,000.
And maybe
But
you have 3
stole
kids.
21,000.
I did. No, I
thief.
saw half of it.
Oh, and then
Drink
the rest
for
you had to
that,
go pay
you
it.
thief.
Yeah, I did promos and paid the rest of the school fees.
Drink for that, you thief. Then I'm gonna do my last never have I ever.
Yes.
This one is
Then we can close. I'm so hungry. That moja that's sitting there is calling my name.
Shama Manchis.
never have I ever stolen from my boss.
I get why that one because so Tiban.
But like what? A stapler.
Anything. Stapler, a shorts, 2 rent,
How do I steal a
change for
shorts?
lunch. Maybe they give you a company
Okay,
card and said go
But
buy
maybe
everyone.
if it's water sharp, like, because I'll take water. Me when I leave the club
Guys,
here.
why you speaking about
Listen.
water? We speaking about man. I was trying to
No, in Mali, no. You know what's crazy?
In your life, you must never steal from a club owner.
What's crazy? Like there was a time actually, they paid my salary twice by mistake, and I
Oh,
remember I
shit.
just come from my nephew's funeral, so I'm in the streets of Alex. I'm seeing my notifications twice, like ding, ding. It's yeah. I stopped on the side, and then I'm like, I look at my bank balance. I'm like, damn, that's nice.
Did you give it
But
back?
then I called Fanele first, and I'm like, you won't believe what just happened. And then he's like, so what are you going to do? I'm like, I'm definitely paying it back. Like, what do you mean? What am I going to do? And he's like, yeah, I'm so glad you said that. I just wanted to know what you're going to say. You know, I called our finance people and I'm like, listen, brother, you guys paid this twice. I don't want next month when I do for my next salary. You guys are like, nope, we paid you twice last month. So I paid it back. Like, I can't do that.
I
What
think I'm gonna give it to you.
no, okay, they did give me a little compensation to say thank you for being so honest. It was just a little like for lunch.
Yeah, here's lunch.
Yes,
Thank
for
you
lunch.
for-
But it was just to say thank you for being honest, because that, like, come on, guys, you can't pay a salary twice to one person.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've kept quiet on that one time. You know, I'm not gonna lie.
And then they didn't find you.
They didn't find me. I just kept working. What can I do?
My thing is, I'm scared. I'm scared, like, that would, I'm not saying I want to steal. It's just so nice to have that money. But I'm scared, like, next month was a tea.
Oh, no,
So you see that thing you were talking about, like that transition,
Yeah.
right, earlier.
Yeah.
So transitioning from where I am from where I was to where I am has allowed for stuff like that to happen, but happen organically. So I can say, no, man, you paid extra. Let's roll it over.
Okay,
And
yeah.
because of how it is. If I was getting paid directly, I'm eating the money. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, what? It's a struggle.
It is a struggle. Like,
Unati, you're a host. Tell them how hard it is.
it's bad.
Life changed after how we
No.
live.
No. Let me tell you
I'm
guys.
joking.
Y'all are DJs. It's hard. Be honest.
Guys,
No, it is
the-
100%.
entertainment, let's not glamorize
Yeah, let's not
entertainment
glamorize
industry.
it.
No, you know,
We all here in beautiful clothes. We look good. We're happy. We're drinking tequila all the time. It's nice. We're having fun. But we need to speak about the harsh realities that it's tough.
It's very tough.
It's
Bro.
tough getting your name out there as a DJ.
Maintaining your name out there as a DJ.
Yes.
You forgetting, you said you've been here how many years? You don't tell people how hard it's been to maintain your name through the different venues, through the different eras, through Gom to piano. She has to transition.
It's
True.
tough.
That's tough.
It's
You know what my thing is?
tough.
My thing is like I've been fortunate enough that in my 10 years or full decade, sounds cooler when you say decade.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Where I've serviced premium nightclubs, establishments, venues. I've always had the luxury of having a very clear and direct relationship with the owner where if things were bad, all of the owners I've worked under, they can tell you. I can pick up the phone and, the owner that gave me the first big chance, a lot of people don't know this, but he paid for the renovations for my mom's house in Cosmo City. People don't know that, because I went to him and I was
Owners is
Right, I'm
Who that
glad.
is?
the one who's now late.
Oh.
the real OG.
The real OG.
I know that's
Do you understand?
Godfather.
Because I had a conversation with him and he's number 2 at the time, and I was like, gents, this is my goal. The reason I even agreed to come work here is because the dream I had was to renovate my mother's house.
So dope.
And the pro was like, it's fine. Pa, here's your thing.
But that's the thing. A lot of these entertainment guys, I've worked with so many entertainment like owners, right? That all they need from you is communication.
Yeah.
and
Honesty.
honesty.
And honesty.
Because you can
if
imagine how
you
many
come
people
to
have
them
stolen
and you
from
say,
him over
"Bro,"
years.
and even when you just speak and you're just having a conversation, you're not asking them for anything.
Mm.
You're just having a conversation. They ask you how's life, and you tell them this is what's going on. You randomly hear later on that evening, listen, so this is what I've done.
Yeah. Your integrity is why you get that. Like a lot of people
Yeah.
come to this industry and feel like this is a dodgy industry. Like
So I always need
TDK
to
as well.
scam.
Like we have like a
Have you
direct
scammed anyone,
communication.
TK?
No.
Okay.
It's a pretty woman like you've never scammed anyone. Like a
Oh
man,
no, I've
like-
scammed my guy.
Yeah, that's different.
That's different.
Can't
That's
ask
a
woman-
trick. That's not a
PhD.
scam.
No, you can't
Scamming.
ask a woman about scamming a man.
Okay, what's
Yeah.
the
Come
most?
on.
Wait, before Shama continues, what's the most you've scammed out of a nigga?
I mean,
You see, this game is dangerous. We would be talking about what's happening in the
But
world.
I don't care because I think Mazhoop
But Wamsha, Malin.
200,000.
Ah! Sorry.
In one go or like over?
No, like over like a period of time, like over like
Oh.
6
Okay,
months
okay,
or
okay.
so.
No, but my thing is
Okay.
like with you can't call it scamming a man.
It's not
If
scamming.
you see me, you say, Unatsi, I think you're so pretty, right? Then I say to you, okay, if you think I'm so pretty, buy me this. Buy me that.
Dom. Say
No,
hi,
I don't
Dom.
say it like that though.
No, but I'm not saying you saying it like that. I'm saying
Yeah.
just in general with women, how they do it.
yeah. Oh, how?
Or you say, Unatsi, I think you're so beautiful. I see your skin is great. I want to pay for your facial.
Or maybe
I want
you tell
to
him about a
pay for
bag
this.
that you like. A
Yes.
bag is 25K, but you can tell him no, it's 35K, honey.
It's 35K. I need the 10,000 for Uber.
You
Let me
know?
start just reverse the roles. Let me just say, I just go from this side to this side. I look at you, I say, oh, you're beautiful.
Yes.
I want to sleep with you. But I know that as a beautiful girl, I can't just sleep with you in jail. Here's a 25,000 bag to sleep with you.
Just get that.
But then that's where
That's
I
what
can...
I'm saying. It's the same thing.
No.
No.
How is it different?
But
I knew
when
this was
I
coming.
can
I knew
say,
this was
I can
coming.
say,
Okay.
when you come to me with that, right? I can easily say to you,
Look at him.
I need to get ready for this chat. Yeah.
I can easily say to you, Shama, I don't sell coochie, so I will
Okay, I've
decline.
never been in that situation.
Right? And we can go on with our lives.
25,000.
When I'm saying I'm selling coochie to you is when I'm definitely saying, Shama, I will sleep with you. But only if exeni, when we wake up, you are giving me
And then what happens?
25,000.
Mang near 25. When's the mang near 25?
Yeah.
I know of a man currently right now that is in Boxburg.
Say his name.
Nope.
I've told my
I know of a man currently right now that's in jail because he went on a date with this woman, went to the club. This was not recent. This was back then. This is years and years ago. They went to the club and then they had fun. This guy bought her everything she wanted to drink. And then they went home. They did whatever they did as adults.
What was that?
And then when they
adults.
woke up, she said, so where's my 30,000? And he said, what 30,000? And she said, nigga, I said I want my money. And then she said, I'm going to call the cops. He didn't take that seriously. And then she did. And now he's in jail.
Damn.
Oh my God.
So umfana fanele umtshele before ukuthi nje ngiyadayisa.
Yes.
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 Because ungamtsheli shuthi usendlini.
Yes. You do need
And
to.
So
vice.
the only way you win the case is if we Angel loses 25 the Shandis.
I feel like that's why I always said I'm never judging anyone that does sell.
No, definitely.
You know, do your thing.
I
Do
would like,
whatever
probably
you want to
be sling
do.
the shit out of that shit if I was a woman. I
I was in
thing.
love with a prostitute. Like at one
I'm
point.
in love with a
Shama
stripper.
needs- she was a stripper.
She was a stripper.
Shama
at the
needs
Grand.
his own show
Yeah,
on
I
our
think
channel
so.
because
What?
In the way,
what the
How?
fuck?
in the way,
What?
I do feel like as women, and this is not any type of blaming of any sort, you know, but I do feel like we do owe it, the women that do sell coochie do owe it to the other party to say, hello,
coochie.
I'm selling.
Yes.
This is how much for. And that's when things go
Yes.
smoothly because a guy should also, you need to also give everyone else the right
a
to
fair
say,
chance.
I don't want or I want.
I've never been a customer. I'm Killer Mo.
Like that stripper, she told me straight. She was like, I like you. Here at Cocoon. I was young. She said, I like you. You know what I mean?
The old cocoon.
The old Cocoon.
The old one.
Yo, shut up, Bob. Shut up, Goats.
Not the new
Not the new
one.
one. The old one. She's like, I really like you. But like, you need to know who I am.
Oh shit.
And I was like, who are you, babes? I didn't want to say it. No, I don't wanna
Who
say it.
are you, babes?
You know what I mean? She's like, no, like, please don't judge me. Chris Brown way. I said, bro. I said, who are you? She said, shh. Yeah, Thais.
Oh.
My days. Then I said, what do you mean? She said, she works at the Grand. She told me she works at the Grand. And I respected her. Ask
No.
Ice
no,
Baby.
No.
Lanks.
No.
My boys who are chilling here at Taboo. Sage. They'll tell you they know her very well. She would come here and it was when we were young. I'm talking like 2016, 17.
Yeah.
When a VS was a big story.
Yeah.
She would come here, buy a VS. So I'm waiting for my babe.
That's you. You're the babe.
I'm the babe.
Oh shit.
Really shame.
Understand? She was here. And then she took me home one day. And I got shy. Next question.
No, that was it. That was my never ever.
No,
Both of them are
You're
done.
done with never
Yeah,
ever
both of them
because-
are done.
Wow.
Okay, wow. Okay.
No, you guys said what you were not going to explain, and you guys explained. So
Both of you explained.
Both
See
of you
why I love how we
guys.
live.
no, but this is
Diane.
this is what I love about how we live because everyone comes here and is authentically themselves.
Happy.
So I do want to say thank you guys.
Thank you for having
for
us.
being on our show. Shama just had one of the greatest 90s themed parties this past
Oh
weekend.
my god.
Oh, that was
We will
crazy.
be posting some of the pictures and videos
Mash,
on our
please
Instagram
put that video
page.
from Sunday here. This nigga says ways it.
But
That shit was crazy. Live on Sunday
yeah.
was mad.
it
I was actually the best
Men-
dressed.
Great.
We know that we like, come on.
No, brother,
I
please.
don't want to lie to you.
Please.
Please.
But everyone was
Kate,
dope. I
Kate
saw
was the
pictures.
best dressed.
So for me,
Kate was well dressed.
shout out
she
Kate
was
Pristine.
just like a pimp.
Yeah.
Shout out Akona. Shout out
Your floor
Pulani.
manager.
Pulani was dressed solid.
Kwalunga.
Kwalunga.
Walunga was
Yes.
dressed. She
Yes.
came with the Aliyah.
Yeah.
Killer Mo was solid. Me and the Sparkle. I have a album.
Lanks in the LL Cool J.
Lanks came with the
Bucketheads.
Yeah.
LL Cool J
Yeah.
Kangle. Like it was very solid.
It was very nice, very entertaining. You are a whiz at what you do in terms of events, and you need to keep that going, keep it flowing like the
Water.
Can I announce the theme of the next party?
Let's go.
Okay.
Live on the podcast.
Yes.
Let's go.
So it's going to be called Messi
Yeah.
with the two S's as dollar signs.
Oh,
That's all I got to say.
Ooh.
yeah, boy,
Live
that's
Center.
the perfect gig for this one.
Ooh.
Perfect gig. You
Before
know
I-
why?
Don't worry.
For Messi.
I'm already seeing what I'm gonna
Yeah,
wear.
we're taking it back to ATL. We're taking it to America. Just know it's going to be
I'm
bad.
already ready for what I'm gonna wear.
Yep.
It's that BMF,
Yeah.
we
Yes,
balling
Messi.
on no budget.
Yeah, and the two double S's is for Sunday Saga. You don't know that?
Oh,
Drops mic.
man.
Boom.
If there's one thing about Shama, he's always got like the wordplay on go. There was Liberosis, there's Live on a Cloud, there's yay, everything.
We're getting messy.
TDK, you're doing great
You're
on
doing
the
fucking
decks.
amazing.
Thank you,
I
guys.
We
think the men-
love seeing you here at Live.
I always love being here.
She's always partying with
She
me.
parties. I was just about to say, you guys
she's
party
always
together.
partying
And even if I'm not working, like, to
Yes.
the point where sometimes apparently you guys have like an artist corner.
Yes.
The
The only reason why she didn't sit with us this past weekend is because she was like, bro, guys, I'm bringing so many more people.
But did you see our
They're
table?
not gonna
It was
fit.
crazy.
Yeah, and then all those other people came and were like,
Oh,
we're
it's
not
nice,
gonna
guys.
fit.
And I also like the fact that I'm Hab. I want to rockheads.
Oh wow!
Rockheads. Guys, I'm going to iholo lambelu half.
Yo,
Whoa.
But that's a story for another day, guys. Thank
It
you
is.
guys for
But
having me.
anyways, you told us about Messi that's coming. You told us about Messi that's coming at Live. TDK, do you have anything that's coming up?
In terms of work-wise. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm obviously dropping new music next month. And new music. Obviously, check me out on different platforms, gigging different places. I'm going to be going to Tanzania very soon. I'm going
Can
to
I
be going
come with you?
to. Oh, please do.
put the nuts in your suitcase.
Yeah, so a lot
It'll
of
be a solid travel party.
don't-
It's you, her, and her sister. Like,
Don't
solid.
worry.
I've got a
I've
gig for
got
TDK
my-
in July as well.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Where?
So we're launching a new venue in Rosebank called Castle.
Okay.
I'll put it there.
Thank you.
You rock.
No, Shem, you always book him. It's just that rockets.
Oh wow!
La, la.
Imalam,
Ladies and gentlemen,
even at 99 cents.
how we live family.
Crazy.
Big shout out to everyone. Thank you for
Thank you.
Wait,
everyone
we need
that-
2 seconds for
everyone
everyone
to
to
subscribe.
subscribe.
Yes. Like, share, and subscribe.
You're supposed to keep quiet in the 2 seconds.
Oh,
Shama.
Shem.
1,
2.
Thank you.
perfect. Everyone has subscribed. Everyone has liked. Please share. Please comment any suggestions that you do have. We're always willing to listen to you guys and hear everything that you have to say. We love you all.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night.
Mwah.
Come to Live Santon.
Kumnandi.
Yeah, we're gonna be there tomorrow. I'm coming with my boys. It's gonna be crazy.
Big
A penis in
Una.
my face. So how would I forget?
Yo, what?
Pause. Hold up.
I can't look at the mic to say it.
And it's right in your face.
Right in my face.
That BBC. What do you guys search on Pornhub?
Huh? What I search on
BBC.
Pornhub?
Can I be honest? What I search?
What do you search on Pornhub?
Honestly,
Okay, guys, please don't bring that up because I don't search on porn. I don't search porn.
you just watch.
You don't watch porn?
You lie.
I don't watch
She just
porn.
You
opened.
lie.
It feels like a Zulu thing.
No,
I'm
she
just
watches
watching
Guys, I
porn.
feel like
It's
I'm
nowhere.
shit right now. Like, you can't do that to me. I don't watch porn. I don't search porn.
Indaba.
Kuba ngathi ngazi. Yo, ngazi.
Ah.
I don't know. I don't want to. Oh, no. I don't want to. No.
Yeah, but you know when you think about it, it's pretty lit.
Mash, the food is outside. You got my orgasm.
When you think about it, like when you really think about it,
It's a disgusting.
heterosexual porn is lit.
Okay, Alex, actually.
Yeah.
It's paid for already.
Like
I bet.
Just come and get porn, man.
No, I need to start with the intro.
Yeah.
I mean, and then we go right back to what we're talking about.
But guys, I will have nothing to say.
It's fine. We'll
I
make
know
you
what I'm
say
gonna ask
something.
you.
Okay.
Please. Oh my gosh, please no.
Hi, everyone. We're back with another episode 6 of How We Live. Boo, 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 boo.
Hey.
I'm Big Unati. I'm not here alone. You guys always know I'm here with my brother, Killer Mo.
What up?
So
You
just
motherfucker.
stopped us.
You motherfucker. You dirty motherfucker.
This guy! At the boom
I hear your cry.
gate. This one.
Just send him the